He's the pastor of lack of belief. He shepherds all those who have lack of belief.
Hey, Duncan, I love the way he was like, I'm parroting your worldview just to prove to you a point. It's like, well, you're negating your own worldview when you're doing that, you idiot.
Yeah, he was a train wreck.
So you could tell they hate him. This
How'd you like at the end where I said I want to thank my opponent for essentially conceding he had no worldview, and then he goes, "F you!"
Yeah. Oh my! And I didn't.
Who has an open mic? Hey, Bashir. Okay, engage push to talk or mute your microphone, or you're going to be serving.
This is Michelle Manere. Sure, I'll engage.
Oh. Booted.
So Darth, I mean.
Yeah. Hey, listen. You want to give me an apology?
I engaged the push to talk.
All right, so back to what we were saying.
Yeah, he's going to
I don't know how you kept
mental.
your goal, man. I thought like, who says to a person debating, "Hey, you need to keep it to like one"? Well, the answer might be more than one sentence. What are you talking?
Yeah, the moderator was a mental case.
He was trying to be fair. I'll give him that. He was trying to be.
No, he was totally biased.
He's trolling.
Goofball. I don't think he knows how to. I don't think he understands. He was trying, but it was brutal. It was like, dude, you can't answer.
Yeah, he was trying. Yeah, he was trying to bench press like a quadriplegic kitten.
What?
What a phrase.
What? Duncan, you know how many hits you'd get if you said, "I'm going to reveal what I look like on YouTube on this day. Everybody join," and then get like.
One of these days.
Quadriplegic kitten while everybody's like waiting.
Yeah.
So Darth, a Christian actually managed to make Jim Majors look good in the conversation, and it was just cringe.
Was that against S.J. Thomason?
Yes. Did you see that?
Well, she's not very adept, so.
That was so
she's
painful.
I didn't see it. You know, she's a pleasant lady. You know, but I had a conversation one time with her, and she was clueless about the necessity of creationism.
Is she an evolutionist?
She allows for it, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, just her presentation, just for the resurrection of the of Jesus, you know, her basic presentation. I think she made a lot of solid points.
Yeah,
but
dude, what are you doing over talking? That's a no-no. It's not going to be tolerated here, Abe.
Anyways, I think she made a lot of solid points.
Okay, Ava. Guess what, Ava? Guess what? Yeah, keep on. I'm going to bet. Now you're.
Who's Ava?
Ava is a guy who just got muted. He's now sending.
Man, what?
Now he's going to be banned from all the chat rooms. Okay, just got to get the code.
Just disgusting. Disgusting.
Iran releases 54,000 prisoners in slow corona jails. What?
Man, their whole name proves how much they're cowards.
Oh, he came in.
Iran.
He left the server. He came in and he left the server.
What?
Sort of like Bloomberg.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, but at least Ava didn't really spend $500 million down a rat hole.
I know, right? 13.7 million.
What the heck do you think
delegate.
he was attempting to accomplish, Darth?
He's
Well,
trying to get
I guess he thought that Biden was going down the tubes and that the Democrats would flock to him as an alternative to Bernie.
I actually think
He was
that's why.
He was basically attempting to buy the Democratic nomination.
I actually
Look, when he ran for the mayor of New York, he changed his party affiliation.
I actually disagree. I think he went in because he was worried about Bernie, and by being in it, you can advertise as much as you want, and there's no limit, right?
With your own money, there isn't.
Exactly. So because you're running against them, so you can use your own money. So that's what I'm saying. I think he was there just to trash Trump and be able to go over the limit and give a bunch of money to the Democratic.
Did you guys hear? Did you hear how Chuck U. Schumer threatened Supreme Court justices?
I saw that.
What did he say?
He made it.
Well, was he whining about they're not going to?
It was just more than a veiled threat, but it was short of a clear threat. But anyway, it was a threat nonetheless. Something like you're going to pay, or
I want to tell you
for what?
Kavanaugh,
What's he going to pay for?
Because they know that Roe versus Wade is going to be overturned. They see it coming. This is why they're just so nuts about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is poised to place 2 more Supreme justices on the Supreme Court.
Turn that shit over. Make women have to cross their legs.
Amen.
Well, these people, listen. These people are demonic, and they don't even know it. Okay,
True.
They are truly demonic, and they don't know. Yet these same people will lose sleep over some cows being overcrowded.
Or chickens. Anyway.
So I'm glad I gave you some fun and entertainment with the pastor of the Atheists.
Man,
he shepherds the people who lack belief. See, he thought he was going to turn the tables on me by claiming he was a Hindu. So I just started debating him like I would a Hindu, and he didn't know what to do. He's like, I don't
know what a Hindu is. I'm just a Hindu. Class. I never said I was a class.
He looked like he was going to punch the camera the whole time.
He looked very angry, very angry.
He was so angry.
He's one of those Christians that becomes a Christian because somebody sold him a bill of goods that if you pray hard enough, you'll get what you realize. Oh no!
Well, I love the end.
Girl, I want it. Oh no! I hate God now.
I want to thank my opponent for conceding he doesn't have a worldview. And the funny thing is, he posted a mirror of the video on his YouTube page, and he entitled it "The Destruction of Darth Dawkins." That's what he titled.
I'm still fighting with people in the comments.
It's just delusions of grandeur.
The only thing is, how many views has it had? It's too bad it wasn't on Modern Day.
Yeah, but that conversation was so cringe. It's really sinking in how much we got to weaponize the atheist slogans and cliches and stuff.
Yep, and it's not that hard to do. You just got to take what they say, think about it, compare and contrast that to the central truths of the Christian worldview. Okay? So if we say God exists, and we know this because he has revealed himself in natural and special revelation, and they claim that's an extraordinary claim, then so is their position of that they exist, breathe, move, and talk and reason because of a metaphysical primary that's impersonal. Okay, just ask yourself, what is the converse? What is the negation of the God of the Bible? Well, for the atheist, it's going to be a metaphysical primary that's impersonal. Well, have you ever seen one of those? Because if you haven't, that's an extraordinary claim that requires extraordinary evidence.
Here's the thing. What if they say they?
You broke up.
What if they say they don't know?
Well, then they're demonstrating that they're adopting a metaphysical and personal primary arbitrarily, and that their insistence that a metaphysical personal primary be demonstrated is simply an empty demand. It's simply an excuse to arbitrarily adopt the converse. I questioned Nin Clown today, and he actually fled from the questioning. You remember? Tonlak, you were there.
I probably will snore again.
Yeah, you were snoring online. See, I even bore my friends to sleep.
Duncan, you need to create videos on your own YouTube.
Yeah, I should.
Why don't you?
Instructional content.
You should. You put like a, so we can use your method, and then they're going to get triggered when you do it.
Plus, then you get to respond to
Okay.
angry atheists in the comment section.
All right. One of my first videos is it's going to be instructional. It's going to call "How to Make an Atheist Scream," and then I'm gonna have an outdoor video. I'm going to open up a car door and say, "Wait till their fingers are in between, and then slam it shut."
Say it's not as easy to make them scream as it is with a Democrat. Just
Well, you know what? I keep on seeing these comments in the comment section of these people trashing, dicing, and slicing me. Why aren't they lining up to request an interchange with me? Where are those 9 accusers?
Oh, Darth, I have to tell you, I seen theological introspection up in here.
What's that?
Theological introspection? I seen
What about
I seen
him?
them in here. I seen them in here on the server.
Well, is he? See if he's live. See if he's on now. Message him.
I don't know if he's live, but I definitely saw that name.
Theological. Okay, let's.
Why do you want him on here?
Just for kicks, because he did a video, challenging me. But I don't know
okay.
I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should debate him, because I might be accused of beating up the mentally retarded. Have you seen his video?
No.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, here. Let me.
It's cringe. It's cringe.
Have any of you been on the Tom and Boxes server recently?
No, I haven't been in that cesspool. The last time I was there, I had to be steam cleaned.
Well, I dove in today, and Concrete is on there. And it is an absolute treasure.
Yeah, Concrete's always
Concrete
on
never
there.
disappoints. He never disappoints. That guy's hilarious.
I'm pretty sure I just got done with an hour-long debate about animal magnetism.
Animal what?
Don't
Animal
worry about it.
Here's my. Okay, listen, Nick, are you there?
I am.
Of all the people that I've debated in dialogue, this is my most feared opponent. Watch the video. This guy, his genius knows no bounds. Okay, and by the way, Nick, just be careful. That you may need a change of underwear after watching this video.
I can't even get past this dude's intro.
That is
you're gonna need
Greetings, fellow comrades in humanity.
you're gonna need to change the pants too, because it's gonna seep through that much.
This guy comes across as the mentally ill love child of John Kerry.
I'm here for another rant.
Oh God!
About a certain...
Holy crap!
The unfunny Bill Nye.
Wait a minute. The guy has posted multiple videos. Hey, dude, have you ever thought of getting better lighting so you just don't look like you just woke up from the dead?
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. His camera.
Hey, have you ever thought of getting another light in there so you don't look like you just died?
Or maybe some fucking concealer, cover up those eye bags, some shit, something.
The still picture doesn't do justice. Watch the video. He looks like he's a zombie.
I have watched the video, and that's why I said, "Oh shit!" You know, the first like 5 seconds, it was like, "Oh my God."
I'm telling you, man. The video looks like it's from circa 2006, dude. That's your camera quality, man.
Don't you like the headphones?
Love the headphones.
Love the headphones.
So sexy.
Great headphones, dude.
Man, my smartphone has a better camera than that.
Look, maybe he should.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe he's making videos from another dimension or some shit because it doesn't make sense.
See the dark circles underneath his eyes? Maybe he might want to consider buying a little vial of makeup from one of the other women who are in the mental ward to cover up those dark circles.
Get some concealer, girl.
And I love it. I love his oratory skills. You know? But you know what's sad? Is he does these videos and he actually thinks they're good.
Hello, Governor.
That makes it all the more hilarious when they actually think that they're that good.
That's the funny thing.
I mean, I don't know.
He just doesn't know how bad these videos are.
It makes it kind of sad, honestly.
It's like you don't know whether
indicate like
in person than
you don't know whether to laugh or to cry.
My new introduction into
it's like the Joker. It's a little bit of both.
This guy's so creepy and deranged. He's almost like he's out of some just weird character in some comic book.
Like, could you get more shed under those eyes, dude?
A little Mr. Duncan Atheist, Darth Dawkins.
Just a little bit more.
Evolution isn't real or something. I don't know. He has too many aliases. Why someone needs to change their name so much?
If he wanted to audition from the Addams Family, dude, all he had to do was show up.
You rang.
Just show up and you're in, dude. You got the part.
First of all, the things I want to bring up are his uses of words. And the way
Did you watch
he
the Addams
uses them
Family, Darth?
Oh, all the time when I was a kid. I used to watch it all the time.
Okay.
And the Munsters.
You fucking niggers.
That was a good lurch.
Yep, you gotta love the drive-by trolls.
Ooga.
Yep.
What do you want to hear my new video clip for after trolls come in?
Yeah.
I'll play it for you. Give me a second.
To, I don't know, win his arguments, I guess. And I'm going to attack 3 of his arguments of these words. And the first one would be arbitrary. Now, I've seen him use arbitrary in the view that, starting from a secular humanist point of view, or a similar atheist point of view, that everything we say is arbitrary because it has no basis, the basis being God. Well, to that I say, we do have a basis. There is a starting point, and that is the eternal well-being of humanity itself. Is that not a pretty damn good worldview to hold that maybe one day humans could be eternal? That maybe God is we? A bit of a Buddhist mentality? Maybe? Maybe if you look at medicine, you might actually see us working on that. The life expectancy of a human being has been growing exponentially almost.
Okay, is my mic working?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, now I have to edit this down, but this is what I'm going to play when troll. Can you hear that?
I can't hear anything yet.
I just have to have my sound settings. Did you hear that?
No.
Nope.
Hmm. I think I figured. How about now?
There it is.
Listen. This is from the Nutty Professor. He's flying the Model T and bashing his love interest boyfriend, and he's chasing the guy, and he crashes into the police car. And this is what I'm going to play after the drive-bys come in. Okay.
Officer, help me! It's after me! Help me! I do hope that you will excuse my appearance, but I was just having a cup of boiling hot coffee. But it's after me! What's after you? I don't know. Some kind of a thing! A thing? Can you describe it? No, I didn't see it. But it flies. And it made a noise. Like a ooga! A ooga! And then it banged down on the top of my car. Boom! 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 And when I looked, there wasn't anything there!
That's what I'm going to play when the drive-bys come in.
You're gonna have to have that in the queue somewhere.
Yeah. It went ooga, ooga, but there wasn't anything there, and then it was gone.
My favorite part, if you'll excuse my appearance, but I was just having a cup of boiling hot.
I'm telling you, I have a lot of favorite movie scenes, but that scene right there. Officer, help me! Fred McMurray was doing a drive-by.
It's just so cringe to me.
I just can't help the boiling hot coffee thing. That was
some boiling hot coffee.
It's just so cringe to me when you can make atheists like Jim Majors look good. It was. She made mistakes in that conversation.
I'm sorry, did somebody say something?
Comrades in humanity, I'm here for another rant. A rant about a certain person that I've come across in my travels of the internet and my new introduction into the community. A little Mr. Duncan Atheist, Darth Dawkins, evolution isn't real or something. I don't know. He has too many aliases.
Evolution real. Can anybody place his accent? Anyone? Bueller?
I'm just gonna guess. I'm still guessing Australian, but
I think it's also Australian.
That's a question.
Did someone give him an invite yet?
The thing that I want to bring up.
He's in the server. He just won't join chat.
Yeah, I tagged him already.
The way he uses them as a tactic to, I don't know, win his arguments, I guess. And I'm going to attack 3 of his arguments of these words. And the first one would be arbitrary. Now, I've seen him use arbitrary in the view that, starting from a secular humanist point of view, or a similar atheist point of view, that everything we say is arbitrary because it has no basis, the basis being God. Well, to that I say, we do have a basis. There is a starting point, and that is...
Wait for it. Wait for it. Here it comes. Here's his starting point other than God. Hold on to your seats. Buckle your seatbelt. Here it comes.
The eternal well-being of humanity itself.
the eternal well-being of humanity itself.
How the hell is this opinionated ethical imperative patient?
So next to the eternal God is the eternal well-being of the human race.
Is that
my first question? How is it eternal?
Yeah,
pretty damn good worldview to hold that maybe one day humans could be eternal? That maybe God is we? A bit of a Buddhist mentality? Maybe? Maybe if you look at medicine, you might actually see us working on that. The life expectancy of a human being has been growing exponentially almost.
Did you hear that one? The life expectancy of human beings has been growing exponentially? Does he even know what exponential growth means?
Almost for a decade, 5 decades now.
The real treasure,
the community.
We used to only live till 5, Darth. 5 years old is the max.
What's that?
I said we used to only live till 5 years old. Now we've got it up.
No. But the point is, if we had exponential growth from that, we'd be millions of years old by now.
Also, Darth, the best.
Go ahead.
The best thing about this video is it was shot in high res, and you can zoom way.
You can see those deep, dark, sunken moon craters, eyeshadows underneath his eyes.
A little Mr. Duncan Atheist, Darth Dawkins, evolution isn't real or something. I don't know. He has too many aliases. Why someone needs to change their name so much? That's a question.
I have an answer to that question. Darth is hiding from the cops.
Officer, help me! Help me! It's after me!
Man, that dude wouldn't have a clue in an open book test. It's just so stupid.
All right, I usually don't do this, but since Parakeet revealed that I'm hiding from the cops, I'm going to play to you my confession that was recorded on the body cam of the police officer. Here it goes.
Officer, help me! It's after me! Help me! I do hope that you will excuse my appearance, but I was just having a cup of boiling hot coffee. After me! What's after you? I don't know. Some kind of a thing! A thing? Can you describe it? No, I didn't see it. But it flies. And it made a noise. Like a ooga! A ooga! And then it banged down on the top of my car. Boom! 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 And when I looked, there wasn't anything there! Oh, that kind of a thing. Well,
that kind of a thing. Oh gosh, that is just too funny.
Things I want to bring up are his uses of words and the way he.
I want to bring up his usage of words. He uses words.
He uses them as a tactic.
He uses words as a weapon. He uses words as a tactic. You might even suspect that he was, may I say, debating?
To, I don't know, win his arguments, I guess.
I'm using words to win my arguments. Have you ever heard anything more, how shall I say,
dastardly,
nefarious?
And I'm going to attack 3 of his arguments of these words. And the first one would be arbitrary. Now, I've seen him use arbitrary in the view that, starting from a secular humanist point of view, or a similar atheist point of view, that everything we say is arbitrary because it has no basis, the basis being God. Well, to that I say,
you know what? I've debated a lot of people, but I hope he doesn't say the silver bullet that will slay me, which is the eternal well-being of humanity. That is the only thing that I cannot defeat.
We do have a basis. There is a starting point, and that is the eternal well-being of humanity itself. There is a starting point, and that is the eternal well-being of humanity itself. Is that not a pretty damn good worldview? Well-being of humanity itself. Is that not a pretty damn good worldview? To hold that maybe one day humans could be eternal?
Well-being of humanity is not a contingent state of affairs, Darth.
Buddhist?
It's eternal.
Maybe?
Maybe?
Maybe if you look at medicine, you actually see us working on that.
I really want him to
Why
come
do you
in
need
here and defend
medicine
this.
if human well-being is eternal?
Well, because our lifespan is growing exponentially.
Life expectancy of a human being has been growing exponentially almost for a decade. So there's one second.
Exponentially?
Human lifespan has been growing exponentially for 5 decades.
If it was exponential growth, then we'd be like 10,000 years old and plus by now.
No. We would be millions and billions or maybe possibly trillions. Listen, if I gave you a penny tomorrow and then I doubled it the next day, then doubled it, by the end of the month, you'd be a multi-millionaire.
Well, he hasn't referenced a time frame in which this exponential growth is taking place, Darth.
He did. No. He said 5 decades. He meant 5 decades.
And the eternal well-being of human beings isn't a starting point anyway. That's a process that's already happening.
Well, Tonlock, I say to you, that's your opinion.
However,
honestly, though, the phrase exponential growth is kind of meaningless because 1.000001 is an exponent.
Exactly.
Is designed to please one being. How arbitrary to us is that? If all of this is just for him, then it's arbitrary. Only his is. There you go, my friend. Arbitrary.
He just doesn't disappoint. He just doesn't.
The second word, or words, is reducto ad absurdum.
It's reductio, dude.
Ad absurdum?
That's one of the elements on the...
So there you go, my friend. Arbitrary.
Dude,
straight back at
he's leaving out syllables and words.
Words is reducto ad absurdum.
So it's a new
Where did
element.
the I come from?
Guys, tell me this is not fun.
That's a new element on the periodic table.
I want him in this chat room so bad.
Maybe he's so absurd. He's gonna put those exponents in the periodic table too, right?
I mean, tell me this isn't.
Reducto ad absurdum, as I read it here, is straight back at you. The second word, or words, is reductio ad absurdum. Now, reductio ad
Can you guys please pay closest attention to the lip smacking?
absurdum, as I read it here, is
No.
to show the opposite scenario would lead to absurdity or contradiction. To say that
fellow comrades in
the
humanity.
world would be absurd
I'm here for
without
another
God
rant. A
is
rant about a
absurd.
certain person that I've come to have very much because of the internet of my new
So much
introduction
true natural
into
philosophy
the a little
that we can
Duncan
actually
Atheist,
explain
Darth
it all the way
Dawkins,
up to now.
Evolution
Philosophy.
He has too many
The fishbowl
aliases.
effect of
Why
what
he changed his name so much?
Darth,
That's a great
Darth, you just got to
First of all,
probably
the things I
understand
want to bring up
how upset.
are his use
that is our
of
fishbowl. That's
words.
where we sit. We can only
the
judge
way
things
he
by the
uses
speed of
them as
light
a
because that's how
tactic
fast they travel towards
to,
us.
I don't know, win his
To say it's
arguments, I
absurd
guess.
that the universe could exist in any other state is wrong. Because we have many hypotheses that could turn into theories.
It's wrong because we have
in the view
hypotheses that could turn into theories.
Did anybody hear? Did anybody hear where he actually described the reductio absurdum?
This is great. It's wrong because we have hypotheses that turn into theories.
That is our fishbowl. That's where we sit. We can only judge things by the speed of light. That's how fast they travel towards us. To say it's absurd that the universe could exist in any other state is
There's
wrong.
some overlap. There's an echo.
I don't know why. It's playing through my mic, so it's not okay.
We have many hypotheses.
Maybe
There's a rhythm bot playing.
Does somebody have an open mic?
Medicine, you might actually
It's
see
this
us
rhythm bot that's in
working
here playing
on
it.
It's muted.
I just serve the rhythm bot.
that could turn into theories that could prove that this is not the only universe.
We have it's wrong because we have hypotheses that turn into theories that can prove it wrong.
Especially when you take into account the fishbowl effect.
The fishbowl!
And this could be seen by saying looking inwards at atoms and quantum physics and quarks and all the manner of things.
Quarks.
How absurd is that?
Yes!
It is extremely absurd, and it appears
how absurd!
In the natural, and has no explanation, not in the Bible, not even by our scientific standards. But we strive to obtain the knowledge of it. We'll do anything to gain that knowledge if we can. So to say that it is
except repent.
Yeah, I know.
That this world could not exist without God is a contradiction in itself.
To say that this world could not exist without God is a contradiction within itself.
Because of course it can.
Of course it can. I know because I'm omniscient and I'm God. And I know God doesn't exist.
The infinite amount of universes that you could create just by hypothesizing that alone leads to one that must not have God in it. And then one that must have God in it. And then what is God?
Your perceived intelligence is a contradiction, dude.
Oh my gosh.
He's saying he can fantasize about different realities and that God's in the.
You know what? Somebody should post this on Reddit under the under r/I am very smart.
They had no reason to look back at us at all, nor care if we even existed. Or maybe he's just left a message to say, catch up. Who knows?
Who knows?
Not the Bible, that's for sure. It's just a bunch of gibberish.
Who knows? But he knows the Bible isn't true.
I like this guy.
Who truly knows? You got to be theologically introspective, right?
Right. He doesn't. We don't know the truth yet, but we know that the Bible is gibberish.
calls himself theological introspection, lacks theological introspection.
Metaphysics itself is outside natural philosophy. And it's outside natural philosophy for a reason, because it's not called supernatural philosophy. Metaphysics is something that cannot be
Rewind that one more time.
studied and cannot be proved. Metaphysics itself is outside natural philosophy. And it's outside natural philosophy for a reason, because it's not called supernatural philosophy. Metaphysics is something that cannot be explained, cannot be studied, and cannot be proven. You have to prove we have a soul before you can prove that anything beyond this exists. Now, to say either or exists truthfully and that you know it does is a lie. It is an outright lie. Nobody knows until
What the hell is this dude talking about?
Until you pass.
Maybe he forgot it was past his med time, and his meds have long since worn off.
Pass on. Whatever you might want to believe, and whatever you might want to call it. But does this mean metaphysics itself is arbitrary? No, of course not. Why not ponder these things? Why not look deep inside your mind and try and find a soul? What's wrong with that? Nothing. But do you need a Bible to tell you that? Is this the one book you think that has all the answers? Especially with all the other religions out there? With their minor contrasts? Why not combine all these religions? Remove the contrast. Remove the barbaric nature of the people who wrote them. And maybe see if we can find a divine word. Now there's an explanation of the metaphysics that is worth doing. At least I feel so.
This reminds me of when I was very little and I used to speak in front of the camera just for the sake of speaking in front of the camera. I was like 6. And it's the same sort of babbling.
I got one.
Yeah.
Did he graduate at the top of Aaron Corey's class?
Well, this look. This may be a love child of Erwin Corey. Dr. Erwin Corey, the world's foremost authority.
My channel. I started with the Bible because was born into a Christian family per se. I was taken to church for 8 years and found that even without reading the Bible, I seemed to have more understanding than a lot of people that did.
What? What? Excuse what? What?
Even without reading the Bible, I somehow realized that I had profound knowledge over against all the people who did.
I know the Bible without reading it. That's really something. Did you absorb it?
Specifically, because I find you to be rude. I find you to try and take over conversations while accusing people of doing the exact same thing that you are doing, which we're all fallible humans, and I'm not going to blame you for. I put it to you to come up with answers that are actually real.
I absolutely love it.
Wait. The Bible to prove the Bible because you don't have the original. And the original, and you may have a case. I think I'm
the original Bible, Darth. The original one.
The
one
we
don't. Moses made.
We don't have the original Bible. Okay, that the original Bible was lost in the 3rd century.
But I heard you like to punch underneath your weight as well, so here I am.
Hear that lip smacking? Here I am.
To everybody else and to you, sorry, I won't exclude you for this. I'll say the same thing I always do. Hold your family close. Protect those who love you with your life. It seemed pretty contradictory because you'd expect the same of them, but I feel that if the human race could put aside its slight contrast that we could not have to worry about that, and we would all hold our family close and tight.
Imagine all the people living life.
In the world, no heaven above us, no hell below us.
Yeah, there you go. And as always, stay safe.
Stay safe.
You take one look at his face. You take one look
Oh
at his
my
face.
God. Rambling, against me, And just remember, what can we take away from this? Doc.
No. I mean, I'm pro legal immigration. Hey man, Trump won California in the primaries.
Let's get it on.
Oh, I missed the last hit.
Group hug, we could then transform ourselves exponentially into the eternal well-being of humanity.
Who the hell is this guy? A life support coach?
I don't know, but tell me, tell me that's not funny. Okay. Oh my God. You know what? I'm gonna start a folder on my Evolution False YouTube account. It'll be private, but I'm gonna place funny Darth Dawkins attack. He uses words. He weaponizes them.
Well, you can use marbles too, I guess. You can, I don't know. You can use flashcards too.
You are hot micing, Darth.
Just come in lane.
I was?
Yeah. Well, you were just a second ago.
Okay.
Oh, you're so dead.
I was typing something. Mr. Darth Dawkins.
He uses words to win a debate. What do you want me to use? Facial expressions? What the hell?
No! He uses words as weapons!
Darth, you asked what we could take away from this video, and I think the most important lesson here is edit your videos.
No, the most important lesson.
How about turning on a lamp in your room?
No, the most important lesson is drop the crack pipe.
Put the pookie down.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Drugs are a hell of a drug.
One of your structures is under attack.
I think I just AFK for till 15. To be honest.
He writes, is there a specific time? Or am I to wait for an invitation being in Australia? So timing. Well, the funny thing is he doesn't sound Australian, right? Anyone want to place his accent?
I would say New Zealand.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He doesn't sound like a Kiwi.
Sounds English.
He's a blend if I ever heard one.
I need help.
Yeah, he may have lived in multiple countries. It's a pretty light Australian New Zealand accent.
Well, we should actually be more specific than that. We should say that he's lived in multiple countries in multiple mental institutions.
Ouch.
When you do get him in for a debate, I want you to ping me and let me know. I want to be here when that happens.
That's one of the funniest pieces I've ever seen.
That guy will not be coming here to debate. There's no way he'll do it.
Please don't mute him. Just drag it out for as long as
Possible.
Okay. Oh my gosh. That was priceless.
Tickets to the Super Bowl, $200. A diamond ring, $500. Listening to theological introspection, priceless.
Ultimate Warrior.
Stacking for nature.
One of your structures is under attack. Christ the Hangman cry.
There's some guy doing a live show who just went to the Dillahunty D'Souza interchange, and I'm sending him a text invite if he'd like to come on live to our Discord channel live now and discuss his work.
Is that real?
That'd be interesting.
Or sister.
I can hear that.
Judging by your language use, I would say you are.
Can you guys hear
a
this?
Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Travis Penguin's a fucking sexist. Joe
I think he's reading my
Joe
comment.
Kuna says, "Why won't Craig debate Matt?" Matt mentioned this in another debate.
He hasn't gotten to it yet.
I've talked to Craig lots, and he's basically like, Matt Dillahunty doesn't have a terminal degree in anything, or he doesn't have like he doesn't have a degree in philosophy. Like that fucking matters. Or like, but Matt's contention with that is that in secular humanism, but I've reached the epitome of that, or a degree in skepticism. It's like if anyone was to have an honorary degree,
Can you hear it now?
in skepticism, it would be Matt Dillahunty.
Can you hear the guy on YouTube? Okay.
What was I doing? Oh,
okay. Because I have it on voice activity.
Evolution False says, would you like to come on our Discord channel live now and discuss your worldview? Not now, but if you email info@pang-burn.com, we can set something up. I'm only going to be on for another 10 minutes, guys, just so you know. But I will do some longer streams this week for sure. I want to get back to the watch parties. We're going to be moving on next
we lost
to.
Tom so hard because this idiot just didn't know how to play Lego. Like if he went on, just let it go. It's going to be taken.
Andrew Jackson, welcome to the chat. Yo, Mr. Pang, how's it? It's good. I wish I wouldn't have got my credit card stolen at the venue on Sunday. But whatever, you know? Fuck me, right? Jason M says,
Are you working for the other guy? Hey, I heard Pangburn was going on Discord to discuss his worldview this evening. No, I won't be doing that this evening. I got some things going on. Also, a Canucks game on at 7:30. So,
what is this?
All right, I'm gonna stop playing that, but I'm gonna email him the Discord.
Is that another atheist?
I believe it is.
He's still up here. I mean, Lego went home.
You calling everybody out.
You will not stand in my way.
I look forward to one day where you debate Bill the science guy.
You mean Bill Nye?
I would pay good money to see that.
I would love to debate him.
Y'all call him Bill Nye.
Darth, are you aware that when other people talk, it's coming through your mic?
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, whenever someone talks in here, we can hear it coming through your mic. Like right now, I can hear myself.
That should not be happening. Okay, hold on a second. All right, let me check something.
It's got to be the Apple system you got there.
No, I switched from I switched from voice activity from push to talk. But that shouldn't. It still shouldn't be happening. Okay, how about now?
Test.
I think it's still.
Yeah, we can still hear ourselves.
Really? That should not be happening.
Yeah.
And
when you have it on push to talk, we can hear the mic beeps too.
All right, let me just. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Sometimes going in and coming out fixes that.
Just click Q, man. Just click Q. Walk away. Eat a mana pot. Click Q. Walk away. Eat a mana pot.
Yeah, that's a
It's
good
actually
idea, Darth.
unlosable,
You
so
could
there's, like,
try
pretty-
leaving and rejoining. Maybe it's just something to do with the connection.
Because it wasn't happening earlier.
Yeah, and it just started, so it's probably the connection.
Okay, how about now?
Test.
Hello?
Still
Yeah, it's
there.
still going.
That's strange. Why is that happening?
Did you switch mics at any time?
Wait a minute. Okay, talk now.
Testing. It's gone.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Is it? It's gone.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
good. All right. Okay, so I have a mini app called Loopback, and it allows me to take the audio output from different sources and then to stream it into one or two channels that will then go through my microphone. And I was fiddling around with it the other day, and I included the Discord app being sent through my mic. So now I have it turned off, and it stopped. And problem solved. Thank you. And I'm so grateful that I stopped, because after all, we know that the eternal well-being of humanity is powerful words.
Just remember to keep your family safe.
If we could just bring the world together and all have a cold Coca-Cola. All right, I'm sending an invite to this Pang Burn guy.
Pain the burn?
Yeah, that's his YouTube.
You think he's going to get on right now or not?
No, not now.
Well, when he does get on, someone record it.
Okay, I sent the. Now, each one of you in here, if you like good debates and entertaining debates, I could sure use help you recruiting people, especially atheist YouTubers, to come in here. The best times are usually after 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I'm sure that, these atheist YouTubers out there who want to spread the good news about atheism would be more than willing to come in and explain their point of view to us, wouldn't they?
Indubitably.
Indubitably. Hold your family members close.
Like he's some sort of like health masseuse or something, dude.
Maybe he's saying that because something happened to him in his childhood. I have to edit down that the sound, the audio meme from when we have drive-bys come in. I think that's funny. I hope you do.
It is funny.
And what did it look like? I don't know. It went thunk, thunk, ooga, and then I looked, and it was gone.
That is almost a perfect descriptor for the atheist primary. I don't know what it is, but
Do you know how many atheists who have told me, I don't know what it is, but it's there? This is what they've told me. I kid you not. But they know it's not God. They don't know what it is, but they know it's not God.
Funny they call out belief imaginary. But they think there's this ultimate that they just know it's there that they cannot contextualize or identify. But they know it's there.
And then they'll call you superstitious.
Exactly.
believing in something is easier than believing in nothing.
I mean, it'd just be easier if they would just tell me what their real reason for rejecting God.
The precept argument brings that out either directly or indirectly.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I'm so compelled by it, because it just boils it down. I don't think any atheist rejects God on a rational account at all, because you can't rationally account for your intuition and how you know that, especially when you're talking about the argument that Darth you made about how you know there are laws of nature. I haven't gone through every square inch of the universe to know that these laws apply in all these situations. I know because I have a powerful intuition that's been granted to me by God. And atheists are using the same intuition to, well, I should say they're suppressing this intuition of the knowledge of God, but they still reference things like laws of nature. But they won't admit that they base it off of an irrational basis, which is intuition.
They have no consistency in anything that they say.
I don't know.
They violate their own standards all the time, and they don't care when they do it.
No, they don't care. They don't care if they contradict themselves. They don't care if they violate their own criterion of belief. They just simply don't care. Oh, Pangburn has a fan page.
Yeah.
Fan page.
Hey guys, what's up?
Just circle jerking. What's up with you?
Oh, he says we'll be able to call in.
Option.
I'm having a good time.
He's going to do it through Discord.
Okay, so who? Okay, so
Yes, that Skype is like the old man thing to do. It's not like the new cool Discord thing or Twitch. So I'll get like all millennial on y'all asses.
So who?
Yes, and you know,
is this?
Again, it's like it's hard to it.
Who? Okay, whose server is this? Is this some Christian guy?
This is Pangburn on YouTube. He just got back from the Dillahunty D'Souza. I think he's an atheist. He said it was epic. He sounds like he's an atheist. Okay. So listen, if you guys want to have fun conversations, you want to have fun debates, you got to help recruit these people. Okay.
Recruit what people?
Contact these YouTubers.
How do you? Okay.
I'm sorry, Darth, but I get physically ill when I start looking up atheist YouTubers.
So what is this atheist hotline supposed to be? Is it just supposed to be a circle jerk?
Big old circle jerk.
That's cute.
No, it's
Oh, but
a debate channel.
okay. So by the way, now that I have Loopback and I have a basic understanding how to use it, we can do more video analysis, like I did with the Sir Talks a Lot genius with dark circles under his eyes.
Who would that be?
You don't know.
I don't recognize your description by talks a lot. And
Oh, that Sir Talks a Lot is theological intro.
Okay.
If you scroll up to who did the eyes?
Oh, cute.
Earl Z Mode put in the eyes. Oh my gosh! Look at the eyes. Okay, let's see. If you scroll up, yeah, if you scroll up to on my timestamp, it's 8:38 p.m.
Okay.
For those of you who are on the West Coast,
yes.
What does it show on the timestamp for the video from Theological Introspection? Does it show 8:38 or does it show? Okay, so okay. Well, then it's because you're a different time zone. So if you scroll up, and if we actually did a mini critique of Sir Dark Eyes, okay, which was fun. I got a big kick out of that.
So who is this guy? Like, what's his name?
He's an escapee from a mental institution.
Yeah, but like, what's his? Is this
start watching the video. It's self-explanatory.
Okay.
Okay. You only have to watch 5 minutes of it or less.
Okay. Calm down.
But I have to warn you though that if you fall off your chair laughing and break your elbow, I cannot be held responsible.
Increase the playback speed to 1.5.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. That might help.
Oh, this guy vapes. That's based.
Really.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
Evolution False says, Pang, we really want you to come on Discord server now. Yeah, I can't do it now. Sorry, buddy. But again, just email info@pang-burn.com and yeah. Chris Clark says,
This guy's going to be fun.
Are you like streaming this or?
No. No, this is purely for the enjoyment of all the bootlicking lackeys who are currently in the room.
So do you have a channel? Like I did. Like, are you? Like,
Not anything that I've loaded. There are plenty of attack videos on that thing.
Oh, attack
But,
videos.
as
so
I
you
said,
don't even have a channel? No?
oh yeah, there's lots of attack videos.
Oh.
It's a classic internet lulz cow, as they say.
Is he a are you a lols cow?
I was watching an attack video. An attack video by what's his name, Darth Dawkins exposed website, and he exposed me because he juxtaposed two video clips where I said we have to start with God before anything else, and then he played a clip of me having an interchange with the ever brilliant genius, a raging atheist, where I said,
So I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
All right, so like, what are your politics? Because like this server doesn't really have. I mean, I'm guessing you're an atheist, but the server doesn't have any like roles, so I can't get a
No, I'm
feel
not.
for what you're fighting for. So
No. Well, maybe I should put a roll down here showing that I'm not an atheist. I'm a Bible believing Christian. I'll do it right now.
Okay.
I'm a Bible believing Christian who debates anyone who challenges. Can I get a word in edgewise? Can I get a word in edgewise?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, I'll be brief. I'm a Bible believing Christian, as well as there are other Bible believing Christians, as well as non-believers and atheists who come in this room to talk and to listen and to debate. That's what this channel on the server is about. But this is a political religion server. But this channel was set up to help atheists understand that atheism is incoherent.
Okay, so when you say circle jerk, do you mean that everyone else in here is a Christian, or are these all atheists also, and they're all?
I didn't say that. I didn't say so.
I never said you did. I said somebody did. So I'm just questioning.
No, it just so happens that at certain times of the day or week, there may be predominantly more Bible believing Christians because they like to hear, several of us Christians debate against atheists, but we always welcome unbelievers and people who challenge the Christian worldview to come and listen, break out the microwave popcorn, and listen and watch the spark fly.
Well, sounds good. I think I'll participate in that, sir. You sound like a very very good man.
Well, I do have to warn you that somebody of acute discernment, theological introspective, has thrown down the gauntlet, and he's exposed me that I actually use words. He's exposed me. I use words as weapons. I've weaponized words.
What is that? Okay, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm quoting him. His tactic of a debate is he uses words as weapons.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right? I mean,
that's right. That's why I'm making fun of this lunatic.
Oh well.
Okay.
More power to you, bud.
Well, what I do is I take anything any non-Christian says,
okay,
and I use it against them.
Okay.
I Mirandize them.
So why don't you like non-Christians? Like,
oh, it's not that I don't like them. It's because the reason why I debate them is because I'm concerned about their eternal destiny, and the way to rattle their cage is to help them understand that the non-acceptance of the Christian worldview is delusional. It's absurd.
Would you like to rattle my cage, sir?
Well, do the other friends in here of mine? Do you think I'm up to it?
I think you're up to it. I think you're more than up to it.
Yeah, we're just gonna give you the bootlicking positive comments. Yeah, you're up to it.
Okay, so I'm a Bible believing
Wait,
Christian.
hold off. Before we start this, I run like a little like podcast or YouTube channel. Do you mind if like I record this conversation if we had it, or would you rather not?
Not at all.
Okay.
You're free to do. You're free to do
There's
so.
always someone hiding in the corners in here recording.
I don't mind being recorded. I would just rather have
Supreme Leader.
Ooh, called out.
Okay, so I'm a Bible believing Christian. What are you?
I'm a spiritual. I mean, I would call myself an atheist. Because I'm or an anti-theist, I guess. But I'm not an anti-deist. If you get my drift.
Well, when you say anti-deist, do you mean as in deism? Deism?
Yes, I am not opposed to the idea of a god, but I am opposed to to theistic ideals. Yes.
On what grounds?
On what grounds?
Yeah.
I don't think it's healthy for humans. I don't think it's healthy for society either. I think it's just much more productive if you didn't.
What does it mean? It's not healthy. I don't know what that means.
I do not think theism is the healthiest choice for humans.
I know you just said that. Could you tell me what that means?
All right. So you have like I'm just gonna use like an example from my own life. I used to be a Christian, and I went to church, and I had interactions with preachers or family members or group members, and whenever I was there, I got this sense of like there are like fucking 35 people in this one room. It didn't feel right. It feels like a group think to me. It feels
Would it have made you feel better if there were 20?
It would make me feel better if there were like 5.
Oh, and is that because you're claustrophobic?
No, it's because I think if you try to dispel some sort of spiritual knowledge cannot be fucking like you can't just teach spiritual knowledge, right? You can't sit on a podium and say, hey, this is this and you should believe this, right? You have to actually experience.
So in other words, you can't stand behind a podium or a lectern and teach truth to more than 5 people.
I don't remember saying that.
Isn't that what pastors are putatively doing? That they believe that they're teaching truth, and that for their listeners to absorb and apply in their thinking and in their daily lives, whether or not you agree to it.
Well, it depends. Do you consider wisdom to be truth? Can wisdom be taught? Or does it have to be learned?
I don't know what even wisdom would mean in your frame of reference. You're an atheist, right?
Again, I'm spiritual. I'm opposed to theism, not deism.
Okay. Do you believe that there's an eternal creator God who is the ground of all being?
Not in a Yahweh way, but not a creator, but some being. Like not one of them either, but just a couple. Not a creator, but imagine intelligence on a scale. It's just one up from us. That's all I mean. It didn't create anything. It didn't like start anything.
It's one up from us. Are you telling me then that this God is are you telling me that this one up God is the YouTuber theological introspection?
No, I am not telling you that. Even though he is pretty big brain, isn't he? he's on another playing field.
Well, you told me you're opposed to theism, but not deism.
But not deism.
Now, does your God that you believe in, does he have any attributes or properties?
are inviting.
No, I said you're God. The God that you believe in.
I said they are inviting.
That wouldn't be a God concept then. That would be polytheism. That wouldn't be God. See, in order for something to be God, may I finish, please? In order for something to be God, right, the big G, it's going to have to be ultimate, and there cannot be two ultimacies. That would be logically incoherent.
I do not believe in that. Then.
Okay, well then, for all practical purposes, you're an atheist, in spite of the fact that you may believe in creatures that are above human beings that have powers, but you do not.
I never said they had powers. I mean, if you don't want to, if you just want to use atheist as a general term, I'm fine with that. I could identify with that. I don't mind.
Well, you might want to believe in beings that are not ultimate. They would be what we would define as creatures.
Do you choose what you believe? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I think it's interesting. Do you like choose what you believe? So can I like choose to believe some things?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Some things.
I would appreciate it if instead of saying I choose to believe it, I personally do not. I can't control what I believe.
How do you know that?
I'd be lying to myself.
How do you if you can't control what you believe, then what you just said, you believe it, there's no rational basis for it then.
Yeah, it's a belief. There isn't a rational. Well, that's not
right.
Exactly,
and so
true.
Based what you just said,
Let me hold you off.
Listen,
let me hold you off. What you said was wrong.
No. What you just said was schizophrenic.
How?
You told me you have no control over the things that you believe, but you believe that, so you don't have any control about that. So that belief that you uttered was irrational.
Okay, so a belief, at least a spiritual religious belief.
Did you understand what I just said?
Yes, and I'm about to tell you why you're wrong.
Can you
please hold off just a minute?
So you are no, I will not hold off a minute.
Point, please.
I'd like to finish what I'm saying here. Now,
I thought you were. I apologize.
when you say you don't make any choices in your beliefs, all of your beliefs are determined, and you have no choice in what beliefs that you deem are more or less worthy. Okay, and that would include your belief of that. Therefore, that belief state that you just uttered was irrational. In other words, you have that belief on irrational or non-rational grounds.
Okay, can I please finish my sentence after you interrupted me?
Do you hold that belief that you told us about your belief? Is it rational or irrational?
I think if you would let me finish my point, you would have the answer to that.
You can finish your point.
Thank you. I appreciate it. The point you just made is dumb, because at least with a belief like spirituality, at least for me, I don't believe it just for the fucking fun of it. You cannot share an experience with someone. You cannot have a meditation experience where you're in heaven, you are with gods, right? You are with spirits. You can't share that with someone.
Is that a belief
you can only,
that you hold
irrational? Yeah.
Well, I'm not even done. I'm not even done with my sentence.
Okay, but that all right. No, that,
I'm not even done. So can I finish? Can I get to my point?
Yeah, we don't need a monologue. That belief that you just uttered.
I'm not done. Okay, well, I'll make it quick for you.
Is that belief? Wow,
make it quick for you.
Wow, you must have been a joy as a child.
Yeah, let the man speak. I haven't even finished a point. I let you go on. You just muted him. Why?
Yeah, because he's interrupting the flow. Go ahead.
No, he's not. You, if anything, you're interrupting the flow. But okay.
All right, hold on a second. Could somebody break out the box of Kleenex and hand a tissue so Burner can wipe his eyes?
I thought but wait, if you're making fun of me for saying the thing that you just said, doesn't that mean that you should also need the tissues or what?
Well, you didn't
'Cause
choose.
I just
I'm not whining and complaining.
I'm not complaining. I mean, I'm a little disturbed that you would mute someone in a free discussion.
But you're not. But you're not
that's about it.
disturbed. But you're not. You don't believe that on rational grounds, do you?
Okay, and I'll tell you why it's rational.
That was a question. But you couldn't because you don't choose your beliefs.
Okay, if
You don't actually weigh and consider the merits.
Do you know what arguing in bad faith is? It's because you are not listening at all. If you would let me finish my point, please.
I am.
Maybe he has a really good explanation, Darth. Maybe he has a really good.
Yeah, so go ahead. You have 60 seconds. Give me your explanation.
Oh, I'm being timed. Okay, I didn't know it was those types of.
Well, when people come in here,
okay, stop the clock. You're on my 60 seconds.
Okay.
You're trampling on my time.
Okay, no, I will start the clock in a minute. When people come in here and they do quasi community college lectures, then I put on the clock. So go ahead.
I'm so fucking confused on how you managed.
I can tell. I've been listening to you the whole time.
Okay, can you please restart my 60? God damn.
Go ahead.
Okay. So
but you don't believe. Wait a minute. But you don't believe in God. So what would be damned?
Oh Jesus. Okay.
But you don't believe in Jesus because you're an anti-theist.
Okay. Can you start my 60 seconds now, sir?
Why are you invoking imaginary things?
It's part of my culture to say it. I mean, you believe in culture, right? I think you really. I think you don't want me to get to my point because I think you know.
No, I'm going to let you, but you keep on. Well, you're not going to be able. You're not listen to. Okay, wait a second. I'll give you the full allotment of time.
Okay.
I'll even give you 2 minutes.
Okay.
But I can assure you, okay, as the conversation continues, I will give you equal time. You will not be able to dump on me. I guarantee it.
Okay. Can I please continue?
Sure.
Okay. So would you agree, I just need a simple yes or no, that when you are like let's say you went to the Grand Canyon and you felt a sense of wow, this is beautiful. You can write it down, right? But you can't exactly transfer that feeling to someone without them actually feeling the same thing and being in the same position. Would you agree with that? Yes or no?
What does this have to do with the price of tea in China?
I don't think it has anything to do with the price of tea in China. I'm getting to my point though. I just need a simple yes or no.
Yeah, could you just get to your point, please?
I am. I need you to okay, so I'm just gonna say yes because I know your answer is yes.
You don't need my cooperation for me to tell for you. Listen, you don't need my immediate cooperation for you in 2 minutes to tell me. Good, I'm listening. You don't need my talking.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'll get those tissues for you. So
I'm not complaining. I'm making an observation.
I'll get those tissues for you. So I cannot take
No,
my
hold on a second. One more time. As I already explained to you, I'm not complaining. Okay? So I don't need tissues like the other gentleman. So go ahead. You have 2 minutes. Tell us what your point of view.
Am I unmuted now?
Yes, go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Okay. Cool. So I can't take that experience, right? And transfer it to somebody else's brain. They can't experience that. I can write it down for them and give them the best description, but it won't exactly be the same and it won't work. Now, when you feel something, when you feel an emotion, it's influential. Like I can't prove that I was in love with somebody, but I know that I was in love with somebody. Okay. I can't prove that to you in like with math. I can't give you the cost of tea in China with my love, right? But I personally know I feel it. So I think defending beliefs empirically is silly. I think you can't teach experiences, you have to actually experience them. So I never said I could justify like it, I cannot justify my belief because it is literally based on experiences. My personal spirit, and that might not be true for you. Maybe I don't know how Christians justify their belief really, but for me, it's all based on my experiences and my actual feelings. And I know for a fact that I cannot demonstrate that to you. But I never came in here saying I'm going to prove my being. I didn't come in here saying that. So yes, I can't choose my belief, but when you've actually felt something and held something and heard something.
If you can't choose your belief,
Okay.
then you didn't choose that belief. So something caused you to have that mental state, whether or not that belief is veridical. Do you see the problem there?
I do not see the problem there because let me
Okay.
because
So you didn't choose it. You didn't choose it.
I had
You
an
didn't choose.
actual I had a real
You didn't.
experience to me.
Yeah. Okay.
I
I
had a
gave you
real
2
experience to
minutes.
me.
I gave you 2
That's your
minutes.
answer.
I gave you. Okay. Listen to me, Parakeet. I gave you 2 minutes. Okay. Now, but you didn't choose any of the things that you just told us that you believed. Therefore, the words and ideas that came out of your head. Okay, please do not overtalk
cut out.
me.
I need you.
Okay, now everything, the beliefs that you articulated here in the last 2 minutes, according to you, you didn't choose them, but we couldn't possibly know from your testimony that you didn't choose them because you didn't choose that belief. Something determined that you would think that, regardless of whether it was veridical or not. So what you just said is basically incoherent.
No.
Darth,
no, it's
can I
not.
say something?
I never came in here claiming to prove to you that I had
Have
the
you
evidence.
ever
I did not claim to be able to
Have you ever
prove it.
been told? Have
Okay.
you ever been told that you lack critical thinking skills?
In an insult, yeah.
Okay. Well, you do. Okay. Now listen very carefully.
Tell me how. Sir.
When you assert, well, I'm going to go over it again because what I just explained to you went right over your head.
Okay,
now,
princess.
Okay. What was that?
I said okay. I'm waiting.
No, I heard something else.
Well, I'm sorry.
Did you call me princess?
Can you prove I called you princess? Is that
That's
a
what
belief?
it sounds like. Okay.
All right. Dude,
I'm waiting.
Are
for
you exposing? Are you exposing that you're just a drive-by troll?
I am not a drive-by troll. I can guarantee you that.
Okay.
I'll give you a link to all of my
okay,
social media.
Good. Okay. Well, you do that, princess. When you assert, is that Princess Burner on YouTube?
I guess I'm gender fluid, so I guess I could be Princess Burner, but no.
You're gender fluid. Okay, now
I am.
you stated you have a terrible habit of every time I start talking that you somehow have a cue or a belief that it's time to start talking while I'm talking.
Darth, can I mention something?
If it's brief.
Well, my only point is this: him making that incoherent statement is interesting, but we still haven't got to him explaining why there's no God, which is the main point.
But you see, you didn't actually choose to believe there's no God. Something made you. So therefore, whatever made you, your belief is not ensconced in your head. I'm talking. Your belief is not instantiated by some type of rational evaluation. Therefore, your mental state is not rational. You could have been kicked in the head and had the same belief. Okay?
Do you base your rationality on experiences?
It doesn't matter what I believe at this juncture. What matters is I'm looking at, please do not overtalk me. Okay? Were you ever diagnosed as having ADD as a child?
No.
Then can you please explain to me why you're so impulsive and you keep on overtalking me?
Because what you're saying is wrong, and I would like to cut it off before we go.
Well, then you can wait till I get done finished speaking.
Okay. I will wait until you make an ass of yourself, and then I'll correct you.
Okay. And so now you're digging a hole deeper for yourself.
How?
First you call me a princess, then you call me an ass. Now, what I'd like to know, all right?
Okay.
Are all of your beliefs not chosen, and are they determined?
Are we starting my clock?
Okay. I'm asking you a simple question. Are all your beliefs not chosen and determined?
Are all my beliefs not chosen? No. I'll say a fat no on that one.
Didn't you tell me that you can't choose your beliefs?
For something like spirituality, no.
No. Can you choose any of your beliefs?
Can I choose? I suppose I could, sir. I suppose I could.
Okay. So could you tell me, in your world, what is it that is foundational and primary, metaphysically speaking?
Experiences.
Okay, please do not overtalk me. Okay. Right? You see, you gave a stupid ass response that had nothing to do with my question. Okay?
No, I think okay.
Okay. Listen, dumbass princess.
That's
Why don't you princess dumbass. Why don't you shut up? Yeah, princess dumbass. Okay. I don't want to have to server me. Princess dumbass, I will tell you.
Mr. Princess Dumbass.
Okay. Would you like to be banned from this server?
I think he does. It's getting he's heading towards an ugly.
Princess Burner, I've been trying to be civil with you, even though I strongly disagree with you.
Okay,
And
I'm sorry.
You keep on over talking me. Okay. Obviously, were you when you were a child? Did you have special needs that you couldn't control your mouth?
No, sir.
Good. Then shut the fuck up.
Oh, yes, sir.
And cathartic release.
Now, yeah, it was cathartic. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you're not really here to have a serious conversation.
No, I am.
Because every time, okay, fuck off. You're now banned. You're
What
banned.
did he do?
He's banned.
He just agreed with you.
15 times not to interrupt, and then he interrupts.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get the code. He's gonna be banned. Okay. I gave him plenty of chance.
You have now the full ban hammer, hey?
Well, it's going to happen now because I gave him chance after correction after correction to stop acting like a supreme asshole or Bernie Sanders supporter, and he decided he wanted to continue. And I warned him that if he didn't stop, he's going to get the ban hammer. And he kept on wanting to piss on my leg. So guess what? He gets.
Okay.
Darth, come on. You don't do that to everybody. You usually you're a little more charitable. I know you're not.
I was extremely charitable. I was completely charitable to him.
Well,
I've seen.
Can I request that? Can I request that now he understands that it's serious? You give him one more chance, Darth.
Yeah.
He needs to mute his mic when you're talking.
Well, we'll see. Okay, if he pulls this crap one more time, then the ban hammer's going to drop. Okay.
Agreed.
And he's about to get an ass kicking. Now, whether you say you choose some of your beliefs or some of your beliefs are not chosen, what I'd like to know from you is what is it that's foundational and metaphysically primary in your world that just prescribes what can be and what cannot be?
Experiences.
You didn't understand the question, dumbass.
Then please.
Experiences will be in the category of what's possible. I didn't ask you what's possible. I ask you, what is it that is foundational and metaphysically primary that prescribes all things that are possible and demarcates what's impossible? Since you don't believe in God as what is metaphysically primary, what is it that is metaphysically primary that prescribes any and all possibility?
Define metaphysically primary. I don't understand what
The
you mean.
the ground of all existence, the reason why anything at all exists.
Okay. You see, I thought you meant something else, but the ground of which all exists. So what do I just want to get a clearer picture of the question. I don't want to give you a crap answer. So what do I think is the grounds for everything existing?
What is it that is primary metaphysically, that is the basis why anything at all exists, and that prescribes why anything is possible?
I mean, that's a kind of an all-in-one answer. I mean, like there's several things on that.
No, no. Okay, you can stop. There can only be one thing. If you say there's more than one thing, the answer will be logically incoherent. There can only be one thing in terms of what is ultimate, unconditionally non-dependent, eternal, which is metaphysically primary. You cannot have two or more things that are metaphysically primary, because then they would not be themselves primary. They would exist for entirely different reasons. So they could not be primary or ultimate. So what is it that is metaphysically primary? Okay, the ground of all existence that prescribes why anything at all is possible and would demarcate what is impossible. Since you don't believe in God, you must have an answer to that.
Is it my okay? So I base what is possible based on my experiences.
Okay, you're not under. Okay, that's the second time you've given me
Could
a
I please
colossally.
finish?
No, you may not. That's the second time you gave me a colossally stupid answer. That's the kind of answer that I would expect from a teenager. Now, I will explain to you why it's incorrect. Your experiences are secondary states. They are not the primary grounds of why anything at all exists. Okay?
How is it possible that you have experiences?
Okay.
What provides that?
What is it that is metaphysically primary? The ground of why of anything and everything. Okay. What is it that is metaphysically primary? That is the grounds of anything and everything existing. And what is it that prescribes why anything at all is possible?
I don't know. I don't think there needs to be one.
Okay. Well, that is that you just crashed like the Hindenburg, because then you live in a chance world where things spontaneously occur. If there is, and therefore you cannot have any intelligibility for anything.
What do you consider intelligibility? What is intelligibility?
Intelligibility means that a putative fact means something with respect to the context that it exists in metaphysically and foundationally. Since you have no ultimate context, you have no context for facts or propositions. Therefore, the facts of themselves are meaningless.
With the box you have wrote around me that I don't agree with, yes, you are correct.
So therefore, everything you say derives from nothing.
In your box that you have written around me.
No, from your words. You told me you didn't think there needed to be. Now, let's have some clarity here. Either there is or there is not something that is metaphysically primary that prescribes any and all possibility. Which is it? Which is it?
There is. I just need to understand the question. There is.
Which I will repeat the question again. The question is very crystal clear. What is it that is metaphysically primary, that is the ground of all things, the basis of why anything at all exists and prescribes what is possible? Either there is something or there is not.
I don't know if there is or there isn't. I do not.
Good. Then therefore, everything you assert is arbitrary.
Why?
Because it has no basis.
Why can't I be the basis?
Because you're not metaphysically primary. You don't believe. You have no. You see, this is what a dumbass you are. I'm asking you. Listen to me carefully. I asked you, what is your position? I didn't ask you for you to question me about my position. I said, what is your position? Is there something that is metaphysically primary in your view? Yes, no, or I don't know.
In my current view, no.
Good. Then you can shut up, because then any putative statements that you make out of your mouth, any propositional content, it is without background information or context or basis. It's utterly arbitrary, sound and fury signifying nothing.
Well, I mean, you're on equal footing with that, sir. I mean, I
Is
don't
that
think I don't think
okay?
I
All
don't
right,
think
you
I don't think
listen.
you. All
Okay,
right.
what is the footing that I am on?
I assume, like you said, you
No,
are.
no, do not. No, no, sir. Do not assume. Please tell me specifically what is the footing that I am on. That you said I'm on the same footing that you're on. What is the footing that you're on?
That I'm on or you're on, because you just changed the
Okay,
question.
you see young idiots like, listen to me, young idiots like
No, let me
I
answer.
run into. Do not overtalk me. Young moron idiots like you, when you get confronted with the utter metaphysical absurdity of your own worldview, then what you admit is that, yeah, I have no foundational basis to offer predications, making your predications absurd. And then you turn around and you say, your predications are absurd.
You predicate something.
But you already told me you have no grounds to predicate. So how could you predicate? How could you predicate intelligibly when you have no grounds? Either you have metaphysical grounds foundationally for predication, or you don't. Which is it?
In that box that you create, I need them, yes, but
No. You see, listen, Princess Dumbass. Do you have ultimate metaphysical grounds for intelligibility of any propositional statements?
In your box, I do not.
I didn't ask you in my box, Princess Dumbass.
So do you want a real answer, or do you want the answer of the hypothetical you made?
Dude, you're about to get server banned. I asked you a legitimate question. If you give me a smart ass answer back again, like you have been the whole time, because you're a dumbass, I will server ban your ass. Now, here's the adult question, little boy. Do you have any? Okay, we're done. You're done. Okay, we're done with him. We got a full-blown troll here, folks.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
You know what the box you put him in, Darth, is that you're not accepting arbitrary statements. That's the box.
Yeah, he first said that you guys were on the same footing, right? And then he moved it to saying your footing or mine. Like, dude, you just say we're on the same footing. It doesn't matter whose footing it is.
Darth, I know what you should do. You should have that Aruga horn sound effect on loop and have that be your troll alarm.
Freaking moron.
Bye-bye, burner.
No, he literally just moved.
He came in here expecting a discussion of philosophy.
He just sent me a message saying, why don't you come to my podcast?
Who the hell would want to come to his podcast?
No, I think you should, Darth. I think you should.
What a moron.
Well, see, he was trying to avoid the philosophical discussion. He wasn't understanding that you were pressing him on philosophy, and he refused to go down to even consider the philosophy behind his beliefs.
He doesn't have the first freaking clue about anything he's talking about. I mean, when you literally debunk your own statement within like seconds, you know.
All he was doing was spewing gobbledygook. Oh, I don't choose my beliefs. And then minutes later, he tells us that he chooses some of his beliefs. And then he says, there is no foundational and metaphysical grounding for anything.
And did you
catch him? Talk about.
Did you catch him when he said that you guys are on the same footing? And this says, is it your footing or mine? Now you're trying to make a distinction as if there's some different footing now, when you just said we're on the same footing.
Rather than me rebutting the way I accurately described his position, he tried to take my description of his philosophical predicament and just refer to it as my box. This is what an infantile moron he is.
Yeah,